This is the steak your butcher doesn't tell you about. Some people think it's better than a ribeye, but half the price.
Today we're showing you how to cook a picanha steak on a PK grill for a fraction of the restaurant price.
I really like cooking picanha, and the reason why is because it's a really easy steak to cook. It's an entry-level steak, beginner steak, a lot of room for user error, and today we're going to be using Jealous Devil lump charcoal, which is one of my favorite charcoals to use on the PK grill.
At the end we're going to show you our favorite way to sear that fat cap on a picanha without any flare-ups or burning to your steak.
At the end we're going to make sure that you know how to slice the steak correctly, because you don't want to put all this work in and ruin a great steak.
We're getting our chimney lit with our boom fire starter here. It's a great way to get your chimney started. A whole lot better than using paper towels or newspapers. Just get that started. We got our picanha steak here, and you can see we've got a nice fat cap. We want to keep as much of this fat cap as we can. We might trim off some of the really thick sections. There's a little high area, we'll take that down. But aside from that, we would just remove any silver skin we didn't want. And that's what makes a picanha steak so easy, it's so forgiving. We've got a real simple rub for you today. We call it the Holy Trinity here. Salt, pepper, and garlic, fresh crushed black pepper, and kosher salt. So we really want that nice thick texture for our picanha steak. And we do call this a steak rub for a reason, because we actually need to rub this into the steak. We'll add our steak rub here. Now we'll actually massage and rub this steak rub into our steak. Of course, we'll make sure we get both sides. We call it a rub for a reason. We want to work that rub into our picanha steak. We'll even get our end caps here. Make sure everything's nice and covered. All right, once you got a generous coating of rub on your picanha steak, we're just gonna set it aside and let it absorb those flavors while Greg gets the grill ready.
We're gonna go ahead and get this PK set up for cooking the picanha on it. And we have a little bit of wood here. We have hickory and cherry. I'm gonna put one block of wood right here as a heat shield to kind of keep that heat from like scorching or burning over. We're gonna get our Jealous Devil charcoal, and we're gonna dump that right there on the far side of our PK grill. We like Jealous Devil because it burns hot and it burns long. Move these coals around just a little bit.
It's hot, Greg.
It's hot. It burns hotter than hell. That's what the bag says. All right, then we're gonna take the stick of hickory. We're just gonna put it right there on top.
Yeah, you gotta work it in there.
Make sure we get this in there so we can shut this grate. Perfect. We've got a 2-zone fire set up here. Indirect side, direct side, and then we also have our meat probes are coming up through the bottom there, as you can see, through the bottom vent. The PK grill, one of the reasons why we like cooking on it is it actually has 4 vents on it, 2 dampers on the top and 2 dampers on the bottom, and it gives you better control of your heat flow moving around the grill. And the reason why we have this one open is because that's opposite the fire, and it's going to help control the smoke flow as it goes over the meat. The temperature we're going to be cooking at today is about 225 to 250, so we're going to go ahead and close off our damper, dial that back. I think we're at 270 right now, so once this get down to 235, we'll go ahead and get our picanha on. We're sitting at about 235 right now, so we're going to go ahead and get our picanha on this PK grill. Just going to take it and put it right over the indirect side. I got a glove on because my thermometer is really hot, so we're going to go ahead and probe this guy. We have our ambient here. We're going to monitor this as it cooks on the PK grill. This should take about 40 minutes to cook and an internal temperature of about 110 to 115. So our picanha on our PK grill is about done. We're at 113 on this bad boy. So we're gonna go ahead and get it off and let it rest. You know, we cook the temperature, not necessarily time. We're running a little fast now. We're about 35 minutes. We try to go to 40, 45. That's okay. Let's go ahead and get this bad boy off. We're gonna get our thermometer out. Cutting board over here. Bad boy off. It has a pretty decent color on it so far, but we're going to sear it up at the end. The fat cap is down, which is fine. We're going to get this guy tinted. Like that. While our picanha is resting, fat cap down, what we're going to do is we're going to get the PK ready to sear this picanha. We're going to stir up a little bit of this charcoal, let some of that oxygen get back to it, raise that temperature up, and then we're going to take our grill grates and we're going to put those upside down to make a flat cooking surface. These are going to heat up really evenly and help create a really good sear on our picanha. And because it's raining, we're gonna shut the lid today. You can do this with the lid open, but we're gonna shut it. We don't want our fire to go out. We're gonna open up all of our dampers on our PK grill.
Greg's done a great job of getting our picanha steak reverse seared on this PK grill, taking our grill grates, flipping them upside down to create an even cooking surface. And we're looking to cook somewhere between 450 and 500, so these grill grates are ready to go. As always here at Bluff City, let's take a little time to oil our grates, make sure our steaks don't stick. Now we're gonna be taking this picanha steak here and we're gonna sear it about 4 times over here, about 1 minute each side. So we're gonna rotate that steak for about a minute, 45 seconds, flip it, and we'll continue rotating and flipping this picanha until we get that sear that we're looking for. Oh, just listen to that, Greg. A lot of times when we're cooking and rotating, sometimes it helps to turn the steak around and get different hot spots. One of the best tips we'll give you is to use these grill grates upside down. You can see how we have not burned that fat cap on their picanha and there's been no flare-up so far. Let's take a look at how that crust is developing.
I really like how those grill grates keep the flame from flaring up on that picanha.
Well, that has just worked out fantastic for us, Greg. This guy is seared up. Let's take a quick look. Oh, you can still see that fat cap bubbling up, no scorch marks, no burns. Last thing we're gonna do is tent this for about 15 minutes. This thing will be ready to cut and serve.
All right, we've gotten the picanha steak off of this PK grill and it looks delicious. Here for our final tip, we're gonna show you how to slice this bad boy. You can absolutely ruin the steak if you slice it the wrong way. You wanna look for the grain right here. You wanna cut against that. So we're gonna go across the grain when we slice it. So we're gonna slice it this way, just like that. I wanna see how this picanha is cooked. Look at that.
Juicy.
Beautiful.
What'd you call that, Greg?
Nice medium rare.
Excellent.
Yep, just gonna slice this bad boy up. All right, I got some pieces of the picanha. It's nice and sliced. Kind of get that fanned out a little bit. This thing looks delicious. And you can season this thing however you want to with a little salt, pepper, and garlic. And if you don't want any sauce on it at the end, you can just hit it with a little layer of flavor right there on top. But we also have a little bit of chimichurri, which is absolutely delicious. You'll find a description or the recipe in the description below, and that right over there. Or we have our homemade creamy horseradish sauce, which is absolutely delicious as well.